Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Giddy back with another reaction. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing great too. Today, we've got another classical reaction for y'all, and we are doing, we did this with Chopin, obviously with Chopin's history. So today we are looking at Mozart's documentary, The Best Composer of All Time. That's the title of the video. But yeah, I was thinking, what can we name this this project that we have? Maybe like classical Sunday history, or maybe just classical history, composer history. I don't know, but let me know down in the comments if somebody got a good idea. We might use that name for this project, about the history of composers. But yeah, just let me know down in the comments. But yeah, let's get right into the video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Looking forward to it.
Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was a prolific and influential composer of the classical period. Born in Salzburg, Mozart showed prodigious ability from his earliest childhood. Already competent on keyboard and violin, he composed from the age of 5 and performed before European royalty. At 17, Mozart was engaged as a musician at the Salzburg court, but grew restless and traveled in search of a better position. While visiting Vienna in 1781, he was dismissed from his Salzburg position. He chose to stay in the capital, where he achieved fame but little financial security. During his final years in Vienna, he composed many of his best-known symphonies, concertos, and operas, and portions of the Requiem, which was largely unfinished at the time of his early death.
So I already learned something new. So it's pronounced concertos. I've been saying concertos. Have I been saying it right? But concertos and requiem. Okay, I've been pronouncing both. I've been pronouncing them both wrong. So okay, we learned something.
At the age of 35. The circumstances of his death have been much mythologized.
35.
He composed more than 600 works, many of which are acknowledged as pinnacles of symphonic, concertante, chamber, operatic, and choral music. He is among the greatest and most enduringly popular of classical composers.
Wait. Sorry guys, I'm not gonna pause it again, but I want to test my knowledge if I know some of these composers. Mozart, obviously. Beethoven. Is that Liszt? It might be Liszt. I don't know. Sergei Rachmaninoff. That's, I think, Johannes Brahms. Chopin. Oh, Bach. I think this is Bach. I might be wrong though. Is this Tchaikovsky? Hey, Debussy. Yo, I'm just saying, I'm getting better. If I got some of them wrong, let me know down in the comments. But I think, hey, I'm getting better, you guys. You see, I'm learning. But yeah, I'm gonna stop pausing it. Sorry. Let's go.
Influence is profound on subsequent Western art music. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was born on January 27th, 1756, to Leopold Mozart and Anna Maria in Salzburg. This was the capital of the Archbishopric of Salzburg, an ecclesiastic principality in what is now Austria, then part of the Holy Roman Empire. He was the youngest of 7 children, 5 of whom died in infancy. His elder sister was Maria Anna Mozart, nicknamed Nannerl. Mozart was baptized the day after his birth at St. Rupert's Cathedral in Salzburg. The baptismal record gives his name in Latinized form as Johannes Chrysostomus Wolfgangus Theophilus Mozart. He generally called himself Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart as an adult, but his name had many variants. In his early years, Wolfgang's father was his only teacher. Along with music, he taught his children languages and academic subjects. While Wolfgang was young, his family made several European journeys in which he and Nannerl performed as child prodigies. After 1 year in Salzburg, Leopold and Wolfgang set off for Italy, leaving Anna Maria and Nannerl at home. This tour lasted from December 1769 to March 1771. After finally returning with his father from Italy on March 13, 1773, Mozart was employed as a court musician by the ruler of Salzburg, Prince Archbishop Hieronymus Colloredo. The composer had many friends and admirers in Salzburg and had the opportunity to work in many genres, including symphonies, sonatas, string quartets, masses, serenades, and a few minor operas. Between April and December 1775, Mozart developed an enthusiasm for violin concertos, producing a series of 5, the only ones he ever wrote, which steadily increased in their musical sophistication. In August 1777, Mozart resigned his position at Salzburg, and on September 23rd ventured out once more in search of employment, with visits to Augsburg, Mannheim, Paris, and Munich. In January 1781, Mozart's opera, Idomeneo, premiered with considerable success in Munich. The following March, Mozart was summoned to Vienna, where his employer, Archbishop Colloredo, was attending the celebrations of the Ascension of Joseph II to the Austrian throne. Mozart's new career in Vienna began well. He often performed as a pianist, notably in a competition before the emperor with Muzio Clementi on December 24, 1781, and he soon had established himself as the finest keyboard player in Vienna. In 1782 and 1783, Mozart became intimately acquainted with the work of Johann Sebastian Bach and later influenced his musical language. From 1782 to 1785, Mozart mounted concerts with himself as a soloist, presenting 3 or 4 new piano concertos in each season. Around the end of 1785, Mozart moved away from keyboard writing and began his famous operatic collaboration with the librettist Lorenzo da Ponte. 1786 saw the successful premiere of The Marriage of Figaro in Vienna. Its reception in Prague later in the year was even warmer, and this led to a second collaboration with da Ponte, the opera Don Giovanni, which premiered in October 1787 to acclaim in Prague, but less success in Vienna in 1788. Toward the end of the decade, Mozart's circumstances worsened. Around 1786, he'd ceased to appear frequently in public concerts, and his income shrank. Mozart's last year was, until his final illness struck, a time of high productivity, and by some accounts, one of personal recovery. He composed a great deal, including some of his most admired works: the opera The Magic Flute, the Final Piano Concerto, the Clarinet Concerto K622, the last in his series of string quintets, the motet Ave Verum Corpus K618, and the unfinished Requiem K626. Mozart fell ill while in Prague for the September 6, 1791 premiere of his opera La Clemenza di Tito, written in that same year on commission for the emperor's coronation festivities. He continued his professional functions for some time and conducted the premiere of The Magic Flute on September 30th. His health deteriorated on November 20th, at which point he became bedridden, suffering from swelling, pain, and vomiting.
Damn.
Mozart was nursed in his final illness by his wife and her younger sister, and was attended by the family doctor, Thomas Franz Closet. He was mentally occupied with the task of finishing his Requiem, but the evidence that he dictated passages to his student, Franz Xavier Süssmayr, is minimal. Mozart died in his home on December 5, 1791, aged 35, at 12:55 a.m. The cause of Mozart's death cannot be known with certainty. The official record has it as Hitziges Frieselfieber, severe miliary fever, referring to a rash that looks like millet seeds. More a description of the symptoms than a diagnosis. Researchers have suggested over 100 causes of death, including acute rheumatic fever, streptococcal infection, trichinosis, influenza, mercury poisoning, and a rare kidney ailment.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, back then we just couldn't find out what sickness the person was, like what sickness the person had or what disease they were suffering from. So yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult, but wow, what I learned is Mozart, he was a hard worker. So it said Mozart comp was it composed or created over 600 works, but he was a hard worker because he even died younger than Chopin, because I think Chopin was 39 when he died and Mozart was 4 years younger, like 35 when he died. But that's wow. As I said with Chopin, within the short time they had, they were able to build such a huge legacy until this day. Like we still listen to Mozart's work, to his piece, and so many consider him as one of the best composers of all time. And that with 35, you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. But yeah, very interesting history. Um, yeah, the video obviously 7 minutes. You have to always like cut it down a bit, but I think it was good. Getting some important information here and there. But wow, also Mozart was very versatile. I didn't know he had a violin concerto. I think he said he created only 5 of those. We have to listen to them, but wow, it's very, yeah, very remarkable. Huge respect. And yeah, as I said, within the short time he had, he left his legacy. Yeah, I mean, what more is there to say? I mean, huge respect, a legend. Yeah, this video was definitely interesting. I hope you guys liked it too. And yeah, if you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.